How worried should Pablo be that his beloved Fitzmagic won't be the starter in Washington?
All right, I'm going to talk about this story like an objective journalist because I interviewed Ryan Fitzpatrick on ESPN Daily, and he said the following. He said that this is the best situation I've ever come in as the starter.
I listened to that interview, and you were giggling like a schoolgirl at an NSYNC concert. Yes, I'm old. I reference NSYNC, but that's what you were doing. You were not biased. You like, hey, Mr. Fitzpatrick, tee.
How dare you peg me for an NSYNC guy instead of a Backstreet Boys fan, which is what I actually am. I will say this about giggles. Giggles are merely indicators that I'm enjoying what you're doing, Domonique. I'm sorry if I haven't giggled enough for your accounting, but I giggle when I enjoy what's going on. And what I enjoyed from Ryan Fitzpatrick is honesty. I enjoyed the fact that he said, look, I've been a starter 3 times, theoretically, heading into a season. The Jets, the Texans, and now this team. And this team is the first one of those teams to be plausibly a playoff team. And so when a guy who, I'm going to say this so everybody gets it, feel free to giggle or not, when a guy who was number 5 in total QBR last year, ahead of Thomas Patrick Brady, I think that guy should probably be the starter headed into a season when you paid him, I don't know, 8 figures to do so. So am I worried? No, because I believe that Ron Rivera is a rational human being. Journalism.
Yes, the interview where you were giggling like a piglet the whole time was journalism. That was great. But I do have to agree with you. He's obviously going to be the starter. It seems like Ron Rivera is like an old school physical newspaper and that the internet already has all the news, but he is waiting till the next morning to pick it up and find out if it's true or not. Like, he just wants to be the guy to tell his team if this is some sort of like motivational tactic or some sort of team building tactic where he creates a moment where he walks into the team meeting room. He's like, this is your guy. So yes, we know who it is, and he's going to announce it at some point, and it's going to be Fitzpatrick. I'm not sure that's the right choice. Maybe this is just me wanting to annoy you, Pablo, but I mean, look at what happened last year. Who did anything more impressive last year than Taylor Heineke's very strong performance against the inevitable Super Bowl champion Buccaneers? You're going to talk about that lucky pass where he got his face smash yanked and he just threw up a jump ball, a Jesus please,
as opposed to one lucky game. Taylor Heineke before that game, his resume was what? How would you describe Taylor Heineke's resume before that one game where he did better than anybody thought?
Okay, so we're describing entire resumes now. I'd be happy to have that conversation. You want to talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick's entire resume? He's been on more teams than he hasn't been on at this point, right?
And
I just have a question.
Quick
question.
All the coaches that he played
Quick question. Is this 2:30 p.m.? Is this first take? Did I accidentally walk into the wrong show? I don't want to be awkward if I'm on the wrong show right now.
Man.
I thought
things
this was highly
of that
questionable.
nature.
I thought we were asked about Ryan Fitzpatrick. I would love to endorse Domonique's troll take and argue that Heineke should be the starter. And he did play very well, and he's probably one of the better backups in the league. But in his limited preseason snaps, Fitz has looked competent. He looked like the guy we saw in Miami, which is he's been throwing with zip. And most importantly, he's been getting the ball out quickly. And I think that's important in Washington because the weakness of this offense is the offensive line. However,
yes,
we've seen this Harvard-educated train go off the rails before many, many times. Heineke's probably going to play at some point this season, guys. Like, it's probably going to happen. So, yes, Ryan Fitzpatrick should be the starter, but I am not betting that he's going to start all 17 games and play, like he did last year.
I'm going to bet that. You know how old Taylor Heineke is? He's 28.
Yeah.
He's 28 years old.
Why are we pretending how old Ryan Fitzpatrick is?
So you want to argue?
Let's
talk about their
literally the worst possible argument.
Ryan Fitzpatrick is obviously very old. The idea that Taylor Heineke is this fresh-faced rookie that no one's seen before. You know who's seen him before? Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera had him, and he didn't use him. And I have to think there are reasons why beyond the fact that Cam Newton happened to be somewhat better as his body was breaking down completely.
So you're arguing against arguments that no one has made. Not once did anyone say he was a fresh-faced rookie. Not on these airs. And also, Ron Rivera brought him from Carolina with him to Washington. So maybe Ron Rivera believes that he is a player worth having. So we all know that Fitz is going to be the starter, and I expect him to be the starter, and he should be the starter. But all I'm saying is, as a good internet troll, you are not unbiased, and I wouldn't be mad. Like, the drop-off is not that big from from Fitz to Heineke.
I just want to point this out. I am allegedly unbiased, but at the end of this, the bottom line is that I am correct.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.